Well, class three. Hello. And it's history time again. And we're actually not going to read anything new today. Today's going to be a bit of a shorter class, just because I want to go over a few things that we looked at last week, or not last week, last lesson, I should say. So this is, go ahead and pull out page right here. This is history number 20. It's got 3 spaces. And basically what we're going to do, we are going to look at the meaning of some words. And the first word is because it got brought up, is that when God made everything, he started history. If you think about it, when he started to create everything, he started history. From the point in time when he said, "Let there be light," history started, because it was everything moving forward since then. So in our lovely Webster's 1828, this big guy right here, good exercise time. We're going to look up history. So let me grab this. So first of all, right here, I want you to write history. Right? So history. Again, a very easy way to remember it. His story. History. That's what it is. That's what he has done. So it says, this is what history is. An account of facts, particularly of facts respecting nations or states. A narration of events in the order in which they happened, with their causes and effects. History differs from annals. Annals relate simply to the facts and events of each year, in strict chronological order. However, without any observations of the analyst. History regards less strictly the arrangement of events under each year and admits the observations of the writer. The distinction, however, is not always regarded with strictness. So, we're not going to write all of that because that would just be long. So, it's an account of facts. Or actually, you know what? Let's do this. A narration of events in the order in which they happened. So, let's write a narration. Did I misspell that? I think I did. Let me look again. I misspelled that. Hold up. A narration, let's look at this, of events in the order in which they happened. I think there's one more part. It says, with their causes and events. This is very important. Not causes and events, causes and effects. Because that's so crucial. When we look through history, it's not just a bunch of random events that happened. It is God's design, his story. He started it, he's making it happen, he's holding it together. And history is his story. It is the narration of events. It's the story of his events. In the order of which they happen. So again, remember our timeline? Here, let's take a peek. We're going to look up here, timeline, see lovely timeline. Like so. That is the order. God had an order for the way in which he wanted things to happen. And his order is, let me get this set up again. His order is the only order. And it has causes and effects. The main cause, he is the original cause, and the effect is this world. But you look throughout history, and it's not just about what happened, but it also have to look at why it happened, and then the effects on people, on man. All right, the next word I thought really stood out was the word create. Now, there's two words we're going to look at. All right? There's to create and then there's to make. And we're going to look at the difference between the two because it's very important that we see the difference between the two. So, right here on this line, I want you to write create. So, up here you should have written history and then written the definition that I wrote on the board. And then here we're going to write create. And we're going to write the definition for create. 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 C-R-E-A-T-E. Create. Let me find it. All right. To bring into being from nothing. That's perfect. Create. To bring into being, say from nothing? From nothing. So according to Webster's dictionary, we cannot create because I cannot just hold up my hand and say, let a mango appear, and it's just made. That would be creating something because I'm bringing into existence something that was not there. Humans, we don't create. And that's the difference we need to see. God created the heavens and the earth. He brought them into existence out of nothing. This we can't do because we make things, and we'll look at that in just a second, but we don't create. We can make and assemble. We use the things that God has given us on this earth to make all kinds of things, but we can't bring something into existence that wasn't actually there. We can't say, okay, I want a coconut pie, and poof, I have it in my hand. No, we can't do that. We can put the stuff together, stick it in the oven, bake it, decorate it, all that stuff, and then eat it, but we cannot create it. So let's look and see what make means, because we can make things. Let's see. We're going to flip over in our big old dictionary. Dictionaries have a very unique smell. I don't know what it is about it, but they smell different. It's interesting. All right, to make. Wow, there's a lot of definitions for making, to make. All right, let's find the right one. So it says to form of material, to fashion, to mold into shape, to cause to exist in a different form. So we're going to use that one, and I'll tell you why. All right, so where's my papers? Oh, here they are. So I want you to write down create right here and write the definition. Now down here, I want you to write make, and we're going to write the definition. Let's see what it said again. Make, make, make. Where did you go? To cause to exist in a different form or as a distinct thing. To cause to exist in a different form or a distinct thing. So, here we have a ruler or a yardstick, right? I think it's a yardstick. Yep, 36 inches, 3 feet. What do you think this is made out of? It's made out of wood. Where did it come from? Some tree, right? So we took a tree, cut it down, sliced it into pieces, painted something on it, and now this is now something different. We didn't cause it to come into being. I didn't say, poof, there's a ruler in my hand suddenly. No, we had to form it. We had to cut it. We had to measure it. That's what it talks about, to cause to exist in a different form or a distinct thing. This is a distinct thing now. It's a different form of a tree. Does it mean it's no longer wood? No, it doesn't. Now, we can also change that. So if I were to take a lighter and light it on fire, it would slowly burn. Now, is it disappearing? No, it's not. It's actually just changing into something else, a different form. We cannot create new things, but we can change and manipulate what they look like or in what form they are. Let's take for another example. How about water? When you freeze water, what do you get? You get ice. That's right. It's a different form of water. When you boil water, what happens? It gets really hot, the bubbles start going up, and then there's steam that comes out. We are changing it from a liquid to a gas. So it's not disappearing, it's just changing different form to a form that you cannot visibly see because the gas dissipates or dissolves into the air. So God is the only one who can create. And then we use his creation to make different things, to make computers, to make cell phones, to make toys, to make all kinds of different stuff. Watches, bow ties, everything. We use what he created to make. It's part of what God said is take dominion over the earth. Use what I've given you to make things. Use your creativity to fashion different things and to advance in technology. Use it. So that's what we do. We don't create. We don't produce something out of nothing. We make. We take what God has given us and then form it and shape it into something new. So that's going to be it for today. Like I said, it's a short one, not too long. All you got to do is write down what I wrote, copy down those definitions, and think about those things. Think about the different. Think about what history is. Think of how its causes and its effects. Think about difference between make and create. And have a good day.